Okay, testing. We got a stream going. Kind of looks like we do. Okay. But I think I'm gonna dive right in. I'm already a bit late. I should have been able to start the stream earlier than now. I should want to start it about half an hour earlier than this, but kept messing up and realizing there were some little dailies in games or stuff I hadn't cleaned or random little stuff. When I realized it was already half an hour past the usual time. I guess at this point, this is the usual time. But let's see. I guess if anyone happens to catch it in YouTube, uh, they won't care. They'll just have to deal with me rambling at the beginning since I'm doing no editing for this. Let's see. Okay. I guess another thing people usually do would be to have a little start time for the stream to let people jump in, but since people usually don't jump in for this kind of stream, I feel like that's something for a bigger channel. Anyway, I just want to jump in to where I was, so let's pick up where we left off. So I believe last time we had done a bunch of little events during the day, and we were uh, about to do side quests. So that place is probably that other blue sign, the one towards the right. But there is a side quest we can do at night. We just need to go to the Bracers Guild.
Right here, piping hot.
I do believe. We also did a little bathtub. Oops, probably shouldn't go up this way. So we did a little hot bath event last time we played. We spooked Catra. Just trying to get a dip on his own, and Van happened to be there. So he's still not back. It's bad. A newbie like him out alone in this situation? Enough. Why weren't you keeping an eye on him, Kasan? I'm sure you must have realized that he... I get it. I'll go out looking for him in a bit. What bad timing, especially as we kept an eye on the Kunlun Mountains on the Eastern Highway. Rather than complaining, may I suggest you get back to work? Yeah, I'm going. Looks like they're busy. Searching for someone, I guess. Though, hang on, that stupid serious newbie's not here. You'd stop to talk to them, I believe. Oh, and now there's a green exclamation mark.
Don't be shy. Take a look.
Oh, I guess we also have to talk to Judith. I'll probably do that after this. Hey, wait. Over there. Oh, we found him. That was quick. The junior bracer was supposed to be traveling between the branches as part of his training, right? Oh, kind of like in in the first game. Guessing he's the only one... Sorry, guess he's the one they were talking about at the guild. One way or another, it's not a night to be out on the mountains alone. Should I follow him just in case? Oh, I'm not eager to stick my nose into guild business. I've run into him back in Edith a few times though, so it's not like he's a stranger. I'd feel bad if something happened to him. We have? I guess I haven't stopped to talk to people at the guild that often. Best case scenario, I can get the guild to owe me one. Let's go check up on him.
Well, we're on the clock now.
Yeah, I guess Aaron was very much on point, saying you keep making this about money or favors or whatever, but you're just all give. Don't sense any monsters around here. That's weird. Not like they're uniquely active during the day or anything. If that novice took care of them all, he did one hell of a job. Probably means the guy's out of gas by now, though. I guess everyone's gotta blow up some steam every now and then. But if he keeps going full throttle, he'll find himself in the thick of trouble sooner or later. I should follow him just in case. I'm gonna save here just in case. Actually, kinda glad I don't have to stop to kill everything on my way. Particularly since I only have Van right now. Oh, finally come out to play, have we? Figured he'd miss a few. Okay, he missed more than a few. Great. The odds are getting stacked against me, but I can turn the tables to unleash dunk for brains with my Char gun. And never mind, I guess. Close call. You alright there? Wait, are you... Ah, you're a Spriggan, yeah? I heard about you from Drusilla. And you're Kassan from the Longlai branch, yeah? Searching for that newbie too? I'm thinking he's just up ahead. I had the same thought. Great minds think alike, I suppose. Well, since we're doing the same job, why don't we join up? We could share some intel while we're at it. Sure, 2 heads are better than 1. My help doesn't come free, though. So long as that's not a problem, then I'd gladly lend a hand. Well, I suppose you can't make an omelet without breaking a few eggs. In that case, I'll tell you everything I know. Gray was training at the Longlai branch to acquire his letter of recommendation. He was serious yet cordial. Everyone who came to the guild with requests held him in high regard. However, I trained with him quite a bit, and his thirst for power is abnormally palpable. He's got some major tunnel vision when it comes to combat. That quality has helped him get stronger. It's never enough for him. He says he will stop at nothing to get more power! You met Gray in the capital, right? You happen to hear anything about his situation? Nope, I've got nothing. Doesn't seem like he's really opened up to folks in the capital either. Guess we'll just have to ask him about what's going on when we find him. Alright, we're running short on time, so let's track him down quick. I need more power! This is a pretty nice track too. At least I'm not quitting out of the game while trying to save like last time. They didn't even stand a chance. It feels like there are more monsters around than before. I'm sure I don't have to spell out what that means. No, it's clear that Gray's not finishing them off, which means he's losing his grip on the situation. We better hurry before the worst comes to pass. I'm gonna take the shortcut through the animal trail. No, we should hold off on that for now. I'm sensing more creatures from beyond the thicket. I fear the monsters Gray failed to kill may have gathered together. They seem pretty on edge, too. Damn, you've got some keen senses there. In that case, I'll yield to your intuition. Gray, mind if I ask you something? You're from the east, ain't ya? I'm thinking you must be from one of the northeastern tribes. Wow, nail on the head. I heard from Drusilla that you had a sharp nose, but I'm still surprised. The fact that you know about the northeastern tribes is impressive too. How do you know I was from there? Because the nose knows. Plus, seeing those hunting skills of yours helped narrow things down. I hear a decent amount of the east. I hear a decent amount about the east while doing requests. And I know a little of how to differentiate Easterners from everyone else based on quirks of their regions and tribes. Though I can't wrap my head around why someone like you would become a bracer in the Republic. I don't have some grand reason to share, to be honest. I just got bored of being out in the middle of nowhere. Figured I could make a name for myself in the Republic and enjoy what the capital has to offer, that's all. I'm sure most of the people in my village have long since forgotten about me. Don't worry about them. People are free to live however they want. You're no different. Anyway, back to the matter at hand. I smell trouble. I think Gray's nearby. Yes, he's over by the waterfall, and I sense a monster there as well. Oh, and it's a big one. We should hurry. Roger that. Yeah, that weird sense thing. Like they're Dragon Ball powers. Sensing key or whatever. Did I say Dragon Ball powers? Is it Dragon Ball characters sometimes? It's a fish! Can barely move. I have to get stronger. We're Siths! Ray, are you alright? Oh, you've hooked a big one this time. Son, and you're... We'll chat later. First things first, we gotta take care of this thing. You back down, rookie. Ow, my leg. Change of plans. Hassan, focus on protecting Gray. I'll fry this fishy bastard myself. Understood. Oh damn, this big old fish looks pretty worn down. That newbie really did a number on this thing. Just finish what he started then. It was just us. Could probably kill him just by doing this. I hope.
Here goes.
Limiter unlocked. Activating
Time
skill.
for the main event. Vandalize raid!
Boost gauge. Limiter unlocked.
Yeah. You stole the kill. Sorry, didn't mean to steal the kill. Wanted the spotlight for yourself, huh? Still appreciate the help. Sorry, still appreciate the help. Same, thanks, you two. Well, that's a wrap. That's what I'd like to say, but I know we need to settle the matter of your pay. You got it. We should go over that with Drusilla. Let's mostly on over to the guild. You okay with that, Gray? Of course. So it cost a lot of trouble for all of you, didn't I? I'm prepared to accept whatever responsibility you require of me. Enough. We want to hear any more of that. We want to know why you did it. I get that you have to be strong. Sorry, I get that you have to get strong, and I've seen you working at it. But charging into the mountains at this hour to fight every single monster you meet is insane. He was just trying to level up, man. What's driving you so damn hard? He has to make that number go up. You're Gray, right? Seen you around Edith a few times. As far as I understand, people think pretty highly of you. You got a bright future. Do you think the immovable, Hazel, and Elaine ain't gonna worry about you doing stuff like this? You see that you've got some things going on. Not that having a complicated history is rare in the bracer business. But you have to realize that it's time to man up and talk it out, alright? Who knows, maybe you can help. I'm not from Calvard. I'm originally from Lemon State. Oh wait, so you're a junior bracer though. Does the Lemon branch send their newbies out to train in foreign countries? Even I did my early training back home in the East. Lemon's the HQ of the entire Bracer Guild, but I've never heard of them sending pure newbies out to the country to train. I had to guess, the folks at headquarters don't know about this. I know I've caused trouble for all of you, but I really can't say anymore. When the time comes, I'll tell everyone, even the people back at the head branch in Edith. For now, please, don't tell anyone. I see. You know anything about this, Drusilla? Nothing specific, but let's say my imagination is healthy. Either way, I think it's all going to come down to the path you walk, and your determination to walk it. Gray Arnold. Gray. Great Arnold. Huh? There's something I'm missing here, but I'll just file this away for now. Arnold. Lemon State. I think the only time we went there in one of these games was in the very beginning of 2, when it was just like a training camp sequestered away in the mountains or something like that. Where did the anime take place for Cold Steel? That was somewhere else completely, I'm pretty sure. I probably should watch it at some point. Like, I'm not super interested in it, to be completely honest, because I think the war in Cold Steel is one of the least interesting parts of the whole series. Like, they even glossed over it in the games, and they just said, okay, let's fast forward past it. And then later someone decided, you know, how about we make an anime out of it? I think we've said enough for tonight. The guild will pay for your time, Mark, right? No, I should be the one to pay. Shout it, newbie. You've got a long way to go before you get to have an opinion on Drusilla's decisions. Works for me. I wasn't happy about taking Mira from my newbie bracer anyway. Anyway, buddy, make sure you try to learn from tonight's events, yeah? I'm very sorry. Thank you very much, all of you.
That takes care of that.
Mira deposit confirmed.
You could use a bit of chaos. Okay. I think it's time to do the mandatory quests now. I think I'm gonna wait for that. Let's talk to Judith first. I was gonna teleport it over instead of running.
Don't be shy. Take a look.
Judith, hang out with you, man. I'm not sleepy. I want to stay awake. We're here to have fun. They look very alike, actually. That's surprising. Like with the same color clothes and all. She's such a darling. You said she's the granddaughter of your office's landlord? Yeah, they're in a pretty popular bistro, actually. My office is on the 2nd floor, and all my part-timers are renting rooms on the 3rd. Aha, so your whole crew is beholden to a single Lord of Landing. What, was she trying to make a pun or something? Seems nice in a way. You never have to worry about where to get a bite, right? True enough. The guy's list of complaints never ends, but he knows how to keep the food nutritious. Sorry, he knows how to keep the food nutritious. Which pays for me at this point. Half my crew are kids who are still growing. Now I'm actually feeling kind of jealous. I wish I could live a nice, balanced life like that. My meals and schedule keep getting messed up, but with industry dinners and invites from sponsors and whatnot. I guess that's one advantage to my side business. It's a decent way to spend some calories. Don't tell me your Phantom Thief thing is just a fancy way to lose weight. Of course not, that's ridiculous. It's just a plus, that's all. Besides, I think I look just fine, thank you. Not like you had any complaints when you saw... Ugh. Yeah, about that. I'm real sorry. I wasn't being the most considerate about it. I'll do whatever you'd like to apologize. It's fine. Not like I haven't put that much up on the big screen before anyway. Compared to some of the sex scenes and stuff in the R17 versions of some of Gotti's movies, a quick semi-nude barely registers. Damn. Damn, though, you really are a pro. Not gonna say no to sketchy stuff like that? I'd figure your agency would shoot stuff like that down in a heartbeat. They don't like it, but I usually convince them to give me the green light. It can be a part of making a movie that much better. Now, my mom's the one who really gets on my case about it. I'm so tired of hearing that I shouldn't be loose, that I need to save myself for... Whoa, why am I telling you these things? You say that, but you're the one who keeps walking into it. Still, it's not bad having family that cares at least, right? Your grandma was a former chanson singer, yeah? And your mom was big on the stage, right? I'm not sure how to say that. Chanson? Chanson? I'm surprised you know them. I mean, they're not a secret, but that was a while back. Well, they both left a big mark on the world. I still see some of your mom's posters on the walls in some bars. As for your grandma, I've heard her on records before. 3 generations of artistic talent, huh? Yes, well, we're blessed, it's true. I'm still nowhere near the Phantom Thief Mom was, but I think I'm at least living up to her legacy as an actress. And here I go again. I swear I can't let my guard down around you for a second. At this point, I'm contractually obligated to point out you keep walking into these yourself. I'm gonna be a movie star too. She sure sleeps easy, huh? That's a sign of someone who'll be a big deal in the future, mark my words. Also, you changed your clothes. You going outside? Yeah. Got a little work and also some side business. Keep an eye on Yume for me, would you? No? Well, that's a little unfortunate. But I won't dig into it. Yet. What was with that face? Just be sure not to get back too late. You wouldn't want to worry your poor assistants. Alright. Got a little background on Judith's family. Okay. I think that is the last thing I have to do for the night. That red exclamation mark. Huh? Was that a Westerner in a kimono? Probably just a tourist or someone renting one. Isn't that the lady that was like in a morning dress earlier in the game? In the Tharbat section? She was with the wolf man. Where'd she go? Maybe she went into the church?
Now let us all pray together.
She's a sister of the church? Nah, that can't be right. She isn't even here. Something's funny about all this. Well, at least they're not a ghost. Now the question is, do I pursue or do I just pretend I saw nothing? We, of course, pursue. I'm a little spooked actually, so I'm gonna save. Oh no, there's someone else, I think.
What a lovely breeze.
Oh no, it is. I recognize that weird accent.
I had merely hoped for a light break, but I feel almost spoiled with how pleasant this has been.
I say weird, but I feel like I could do it. Isn't that just a Spanish accent? Her voice is pretty familiar.
Out for a little stroll, handsome? You strike me as a tourist. From the capital, perhaps?
Or French, maybe. Yeah, just here to kick back a little. How about you? Relaxing solo? Can't imagine someone like you'd be out here alone.
Oh, quite sadly, it's just me, myself, and I this time. I must admit to being a touch lonely without my oh-so-naughty superior and rambunctious coworker. I have an idea. Won't you be my arm candy instead?
It's a very appealing invitation, but I'm afraid I've got some business to attend to. Besides, the kids in my crew would never let me hear the end of it if they found us. Think I could take a rain check?
Goodness me, my hopes have been dashed. Well then, have a delightful night. And may you not end up a plaything for anything too nasty.
Talking about yourself? The fact that I can't remember makes this all the more strange, but this is definitely not a situation to poke my nose into. The liminal city between east and west, the Kunlun and the Tian Shan Mountains. I think I'll just say I met a fox playing at being human here. With that said, this fox definitely has all 9 tails.
Now's probably as good a time as any to head over.
Spooky lady. Scared fan. Doesn't want to deal with this. Oh my, what brings you back? Could it be the evening breeze lured you back to spend some time with me? Could it be the evening breeze lured you back to spend some time with me? Nah, I've got stuff to do, sorry. It seems like she's trying to dig into me too much. Yet. No telling when this fox is going to turn back into a beast. I'm better off just putting her out of my mind. No need to concern yourself, I assure you. Enjoy the moment, here and now, with the moon and this evening breeze. I'm just giving her a Spanish accent. Okay. This will probably be a big section, actually. You don't know how long it takes. And I don't know if there's a boss waiting for me. I guess I'll just have to see. Looks like someone does live here now after all. Makes sense. It's been 5 years. I wonder if it's someone connected to Taito or Master. Could be just a total stranger, though. Maybe this is a good time to stop walking around and give this door a knock. Stop exploring and knock.
Who could have business here this late at night?
Oh, I can't believe you actually came.
Hey, nice night, huh? I don't think I've met you before, but I'm thinking you're responsible for spreading word about my work around. Well, that's you and more the guy who lives here.
How do you... Oh, you're with them, aren't you?
Damn, he's a new guy? Though his reaction definitely says. You got me all wrong. My way ain't black, white, or even gray. I'm not here to interfere in whatever you're doing. I was just hoping to pay my respect.
What are you doing, Van?
Why are you guys here? Oh, you followed me, huh?
We happened to notice you looking over this way earlier today.
You mentioned how you lived in Long Lai 5 years ago, so we thought this might be where.
That, or maybe you'd taken a page out of that dumb race car driver's book and this was your local girl's place.
Why are you looking at me like that? That's not fair. Oh no, damn brat. Mr. Arkwright does not strike me as the proper age for multiple mistresses and the like. And he's not filthy rich like Maxim either. So sorry about that. What's even happening here? Is this some act to get me to let my guard down? Well, no matter how outnumbered I am, you won't get the better of me. Who's this stuck-up bozo? We're really sorry about bothering you so late at night. We won't disturb you any longer.
Oh, on the contrary, by all means, come in.
What? Hmm? You gotta be kidding me.
Please, stay inside, sir.
Oh, that's President, was it Rocksmith?
No need to be so on guard around them, Cody. They're acquaintances of your sisters, as you very well know. They're also highly regarded by Prince Sharid, Fawn, and Professor Hamilton.
With a little farmer's get-up?
I think
His
we
straw
can at
hat?
least afford to trust them as much as the guild does, hmm?
I suppose so.
So who's he? Why are you all acting weird? It's understandable that you wouldn't know, Miss Alfayette. Yeah, but damn, this is some turn of events. Until 2 years ago, you were the most famous man in the whole Republic. What are you doing in a place like this? Huh?
Aha! A love of surprises seems to be part of the job description, looking back through the ages. The current occupier of my old job is no exception. Still, if not everyone is aware of who I am, then I'd best get to introducing myself. My name is Samuel Rocksmith. I am the previous president of the Republic.
I recognize that little mustache.
It's a pleasure to meet you all, Arkwright Solutions.
I could only think of one character that had him like that in this game. In this series. Surprisingly. Ryuga Ruran of the Taito School. I haven't been able to visit in 5 years, and heck, we never even met, but your student told me to give you his regards. Is Taito another style of Eastern fist fighting? Yeah, it's not as big as the Gekka school, but a whole lot of skilled warriors use it. The immovable's part of it, and the direwolf's techniques are based off it too. I'm no expert in these matters, but that makes it sound quite incredible to me. For sure, unfortunately, when the head of the school died over 10 years ago, his students dispersed all over the place. Since my own master was a friend of his, he looked after his dojo after that. That's how I ended up staying here for about half a year. Oh, I see. But the martial art that you know now isn't Taito, is it? Indeed, nor is it the Gekka school. I believe it was called the Kunlun school. Yeah, it's a school that draws inspiration from both the East and West. My master was Western, but he decided to train in that school, and then he passed it on to me. Fate sure is a funny thing. It feels like fate brought us here too. Still, does the fact that you're talking about your master in the past tense mean... Yeah, he died 3 years ago. He might have been like a father figure to me, but he had a boatload of other students, and not all of them in martial arts. Heard he died protecting one of his more respectable ones. I wish I'd been able to be with him when the time came, but I guess the least I can do is make an offering for him here. Fan. Well, I guess we can join you.
So he is the Roaring Lion's unofficial student.
Roaring Lion?
The Spriggan who serves as a bridge between light and darkness. What a fascinating young man. I'm interested in everyone with him too, including her, naturally.
The Agnes, he means, probably. So you knew my master and Master Ryuga, Mr. President? I most certainly did. I met them both in my younger years. Though I regret to say the opportunity to see them was rare after I took up office 12 years ago. Like, I used to know him when I was young and lean, muscular. I was the martial arts master when I was young. Because you have no idea about this guy's past, aside from being the president. Still, your master and I did come together to mourn Master Ryuga's passing. That makes sense. So, what was your sort of pop's name? Aaron. Talk about being oblivious. I'm not sure if I am at liberty to tell you that. His name was Gunther Barkhorn. He was a traveling priest for the Septian Church. Oh, wait. Wasn't he... God, I forgot the name of this character. The Nomad guy from the Cold Steel games. Wasn't he that guy's mentor? Didn't he die and pass on his stigma to... God, I forgot his name. Gaius. Like, the name is so familiar. Also, Traveling Priest, also Roaring Lion. It's sort of coming back. But I might be thinking about the wrong person. He went around doing work for the church? Far and wide, yes. That being his profession is a surprise, though. It certainly is. So how did a priest become a master of martial arts in the first place? Well, he wasn't your ordinary priest, to put it mildly. I was more an unofficial student of his, but he had a lot of crazy official ones, too. Compared to them, I was a total failure, and honestly, way more trouble than I was worth. Man. Sounds like he was a wonderful master and father. That is how I came to be in charge of this residence. I have been living in seclusion here ever since conceding 2 years ago. I visit the capital on occasion, but I spend most of my time here living a simple life, enjoying the springs whenever it suits me. But I would give to to have a life like that. Perhaps in 40 years or so, you can. Speaking of youth, I ought to introduce my friend here. What? Warrant Officer Cody Macmillan. Macmillan? You said friends of your sisters. Was it the CIA officer? The lady? I forgot her name. This is Warrant Officer Cody Macmillan. He's affiliated with Hercules and a member of the Secret Service. Yeah, Kayla. I had forgotten her name. He is the younger brother of 2nd Lieutenant Kayla Macmillan, whom I believe you met in Basel. Oh, I can see it now. You're right, they do look somewhat alike. 2 siblings in the CID, huh? Is Rene your...
He's not my direct superior if that's what you're thinking, even if he has helped me in my work. While my sister and I at least have some things in common with Chief Ruron, we don't see eye to eye with your friend on very fundamental issues.
Ah, I getcha. What are you talking about? We just wander into some kind of internal dispute in the CID? Not quite. I was well acquainted with Cody and Kayla's father. It was a true shame that he lost his life fighting against the Empire, but that was what led Cody to agree to work under me. My father has nothing to do with my motivations, Mr. President. I serve you because I believe this country needs you. You are a far better leader than that cowardly, short-sighted swindler who... He's shitting all over his father. Cody! I'm so sorry, sir. I shouldn't have overstepped my bounds. I understand your intention, and I'm happy that you think so highly of me, but you never know who could be listening. Besides, the result of the election 2 years ago was entirely legitimate. I can't approve of any distortion of the truth. Well, that's ironic, thinking on current events. Yes, but I'm sorry. Well, I'm not gonna wade into that dispute, but I can see you're still a well-connected man, Mr. President. They're still calling him President, though. Especially since you were able to arrange this trip for us while spreading word of our 4 SPGs. I guess he did mention Crown Prince Sharid's name earlier. Yeah, and fans. And the professors... Hold on, then the other person who invited us here was...
I'm calling on behalf of Elzheim's Crown Prince Sharid, the Basel Institute of Sciences Professor Hamilton, the Kowloon Group's Fan Lu, and one other individual, whose name I will not disclose, to extend you an invitation.
It would be that individual, yes. I have been acquainted with Grand Prince Salman and Professor Hamilton since my days in office. I also became acquainted with Elder Jian of Heiyue during those years. However, he is a rather frightening fellow. As such, I opted to consult with his son, Fan, on this occasion. I see. Huh, I totally feel you there. Everyone's afraid of the the Chinese mafia old man. Okay, I think we get how we came to be here now. Still got a big question, though. Why would a former president want to speak with a shady brigand like me? And why go so far to do it? I can't picture you wanting to hire us for anything, considering your position. It's a fair point. It wouldn't be a very wise decision politically, true. Yeah, the current ruling party would absolutely take advantage of it if they found out. Would pose too great a risk. You think he hasn't thought of that?
You are absolutely right. I didn't bring you here to hire you for anything. That said, I'm well aware of the good work you've been doing all over the country. Whether it was in Cray, Longport, Tharbad, or Basel.
I just wanted to give you a pat in the back. Good job, man.
As you know, all of those surface incidents were caused by Almada. But I believe there are deeper issues they share at their core. It's been 2 years since the war ended. The unprecedented prosperity our country has been blessed with has pushed the problems we have always had into the background. However, they never went away, and their effects are starting to be felt once more.
Well, the Mafia's always going to be a problem. It's true that Professor Callaghan's descent didn't start with them. Jigger Corps all over have been getting a lot busier lately. As has Marduk. Perhaps you're right that these deeper issues are beginning to rear their ugly heads. And the one who's guided us to this point is... Why does he look so gloomy? Either way, the booster operations provided to the various fields is close to coming to an end. Calvart's real strength is about to be tested. I can't imagine our president hasn't seen this coming either. The monumental change we've seen ain't gonna come without aftershocks. You can count on that. To be sure, they're likely to extend beyond the economy and into the field of technology too. All those dipshits whining about the immigrants are gonna come crawling out of the woodwork like rats again, huh? The same people whose racially motivated acts of terrorism led to the economic crisis a few years ago. It's all worrying to hear.
Worrying, yes, but all of that was also what led me to want to meet with you. We live in highly turbulent times, with countless forces of light and darkness at work in this young republic.
It's kind of weird to me, bringing up light and darkness in this kind of conversation. Like in the same sentence as immigrants and terrorists.
But we have you, a group like no other. Not heroes of justice like the Guild, nor the CID, who maintains balance on the government's behalf. You work alongside groups on both sides of the moral spectrum, while having your own distinct style all the same.
Was he saying that the CID, the Secret Service, I guess, or in this case, would it be the FBI? They're the black, they're the darkness.
And I can only hope that you will be a powerful force in carving a future for our country.
You're even craftier than I'd heard.
Though it is
no.
motivating to have all of that said about you.
I don't know how much I'll be able to help, but I'm here for whatever you need.
As someone who lives and works in this country, I want it to be a peaceful and prosperous one.
Everyone.
Can't help but feel like you're thinking a little too highly of us. But this is one connection I'd wager is well worth having, even if it might bite us back one day.
I'm glad you feel that way. I can see I was right to invite you here after all.
I hope we can have a long and fruitful relationship, Mr. President. We're more than happy to take on jobs for you, providing you bring them in through the back door. And so long as the pay and profile fit our standards, of course.
I am delighted to hear that. May this partnership serve us well, Van Arkwright.
Why am I getting the feeling like this guy's gonna die in the next scene? Will they just introduce the president again after all this time just to murder him? I'm a little scared. Okay, yeah, he was about as sharp as you'd expect the former president to be. Easy to see how he could keep up with Heyu's elders when negotiating as president. Indeed, I believe the two sides worked together to stop terrorists at the trade conference 4 years ago. The current president is a formidable figure in his own right, but the former president has clearly lost none of his skill. I got the impression he's still working with the current opposition party too. Not that it seems like he had any interest in dragging us into any political squabbling. I agree. I believe he came to us purely as an individual thinking of Calvart's future. I'm really glad I got to talk to him. I feel like I learned so much from the experience. He also spoke to you in private after we were all done, didn't he? Oh, I noticed that too. He did, but we didn't discuss anything of real importance. I have to admit, I was surprised to learn about you working for Arkwright Solutions. I can't imagine Roy is none the wiser of that fact either. You know my dad? Well, I mean, you know him in a professional capacity, obviously, but you make it sound like you're more personally acquainted. I suppose it makes sense that you wouldn't know this. But before establishing the Patriot League as a party, Roy was part of the Republican Party just like me. The two of us were on very friendly terms indeed when he first delved into politics, after leaving the armed forces. I also knew your mother. I even remember meeting you when you were still a baby. I had no idea. That's neat. I'm not ignorant about what happened in the election 2 years ago. So much scheming went on behind the scenes to remove you from the office. And the man responsible for it all was... That's just how the world of politics is, young lady. The 23rd president of the Calvard Republic that came of it has brought us unprecedented prosperity. He's also standing tall as a force to be reckoned with, for better or worse, in the current world in which we live. Besides, nothing in politics is inherently good or evil in the present. Morality is solely for history to judge. All we politicians must do is ensure that our fair republic is deemed right. Be that through leading it to greatness, or offering an alternative should our leaders lose their way. Such is the life of ones in our position. Mr. President.
All that said, you just leave the burden of politics to us adults for now. I would rather you keep your focus on what you want to achieve.
Then I will. Thank you, Mr. President.
Looks like she's had a big weight lifted off her shoulders. Huh. Oh, there you guys are. Judith, Yume. You're up again, huh? Did you come to collect us? Yep. I'm very sorry that we took so long. Don't worry about it. We had a good nap between us. You had to be up early today too, didn't you? You should probably hit the hay yourselves. Can't argue with you there. You guys good? You guys good to head back to our rooms then? I know I am. I might pass out as soon as I hit the bed. Now I get to sleep with Agnes and Fairy. That's right. We did say we were going to do that. We won't all fit in the bed at once though, so we'll have to take turns. It sounds uncomfortable and inconvenient. Yume just hopping beds all night.
Mommy.
Not the MacGuffin.
An enemy attack. No. What do we have here? A paranormal being? Oh, but there's more at work here than that.
I was not expecting Yume to be involved like this. But it said she was gonna get mega kidnapped. I guess this is something different, huh? Evil fog. Oh, I wonder why it's so thick. Great, fog. Oh, right, there was fog out in Langport when his friends were...
I can't find her anywhere. Maybe she's gone into the boys' room?
Hmm? What's that all about? What's up?
I don't see her.
We heard what's going on. She hasn't been in our room either. Nor is she anywhere in the communal area.
Who isn't? What's going on? What's all the noise first thing in the morning? Wait, where's the kid?
I'll check just in case. Yume hasn't been in your room, has she? She was supposed to be sleeping with us, but when we woke up, she was nowhere to be found.
I checked with the inn staff just in case, but they were told that Yume hadn't been sighted anywhere on the premises. After learning this, they decided to split up and search the town. We're gonna head out now, but I want you to stand by at the inn in case anyone tries to get in contact. If you learn anything from the police or the guild, call us right away and let us know. Understood. I'll see if I can find anything on the Orbital Network while I wait. Please, do all that you can to bring her back safely. We will. She's one little troublemaker, isn't she? Party member? New party member? Maybe she just had so much energy she decided to work it all off? Doubtful. She seems too well behaved for that. Yeah, her mom's brought her up, right? I'm sorry for dragging you into our problems again. We're kinda ruining your vacation, aren't we? Not at all. We spent a lot of time together yesterday, so I'm as worried about her as you are at this point. Thankfully, I don't think it'll take us that long to find her with this many people. Those two robots, Fia and Seros, was it? Seems like they'll be a big help in the search. Yeah, the sensors those things got sorry. The sensors those things have got are something else. If she's in town, they'll find her. In the meantime, we're gonna go around asking people if they've seen her, just in case, and see if we can find her that way. Do you have some useful app on your sci-fi that'll help find her? No, it's just that something's up with the holo I use. She just stopped responding to me this morning. Can't even get her to appear now. That's weird. Something might have happened overnight. Anyway, let's get to work. Okay, got it. Oh wait, I need to put these on first. The Clark Kent sunglasses.
Adjusting augment.
Oh, I guess it just gave me a random one.
Adjusting augment. Adjusting augment.
How do I change the hologram? There. Yeah. Polite Butler AI regenerates HP and increases attack when boosted. This is kind of crappy, actually. These are all level 1 because I've only used I've only used the one for each character. Okay. This only affects what we get from our boost. And also arts damage, could agree. What the fuck? It reduces my defense and attack? That's not good for Van. Oh, that's neat. Maybe I should give that to... Yes. Increases healing arts power / range. S-craft power, S-craft recovery. Oh. Yeah, no, give me that. Forgo speech to boost his combat potency. Let me just spam S-crafts. Fuck that. Also, she's just a party member, huh? Top film actress who has charmed fans all over with her powerful performances. She has a job beneath the surface that she keeps hidden, operating in the shadows. So, does she like put on the costume to fight, or what happens? No, looks like she just wears her regular outfit. That's neat. Now, at one point I considered that she might be a party member, but I wasn't sure what they wanted to do with her. You know, it's a shame that we don't get to choose what she wears. Or anyone else for that matter. We don't have a single costume aside from a couple like accessories.
Here goes.
Okay.
Got it.
Okay.
All right, let's ask around town. Also, I guess I should check what she even has on her. Because I kind of have to change her stuff. Absorbs arts when boosted. It's kind of whatever. I guess for specific enemies, it might be real good. And just visit everywhere. What is this place? Well, let's say there's someone living out there there's someone living out their retirement here who knows the land. But it might be wise to check in with them. That voice, you came back, did you? Now, Cody, that's not a polite way to treat our guests. Surely they came because they have some business. Oh, well, Arkwright, is the person with you... What? She can't be the Judith Lancer. Why in the world would a top actress be with a Spriggan? Oh, didn't fool him for a second. Shut up. more importantly, yeah, the Clark Kent sunglasses aren't working. Are you the former President Rocksmith? Why in the world are... Wait, someone living out their retirement? I dare say something must have happened, yes? Yeah, if you'll hear me out. Our kid disappeared. Goodness, the bistro girl went missing? Hold on, you're familiar with Montmartre, Mr. Rocksmith? Oh yes, that shop is quite well known among certain circles. Are you shitting me? To tell you the truth, I would stop by there for private business sometimes when I was still president. The owner knew who I was, of course, but he was happy to turn a blind eye and serve me just like another customer. You're like, just another customer. Man, small world, huh? I guess that would mean you definitely knew about my office for a while then. Yes, it does mean that. Now, with that said, I'd be more than happy to help find the little lady. I'm afraid to say no such girl has come anywhere near here. Considering the situation, however, that makes it all the more concerning. I hope this turns out to be nothing more than an ordinary missing persons case, but one never knows. Wait, the situation? What situation? Ah, well, I'm sure Mr. Arkwright has a sense of it already. But of late, there's been an odd presence haunting Longlai. Or say, rather, haunting the entire region of Longlai. The guild believes it to be an unknown monster, and there's been a number of people who've noticed an unfamiliar presence in the mountains. I suppose that isn't the sort of comment you'd expect from a former president, huh? Let's just say I've seen many things in my time. Though perhaps it would be better to say I had to learn to accept and deal with the inexplicable not long before I retired. Huh, yeah, no surprise. It probably means the events in Crossbell and the Empire a few years back. Curses and godchildren and divine beasts. Come to think of it, that monster who attacked me yesterday, it definitely didn't feel normal. Because that wasn't just my imagination, and they did call it a cryptid. Anyway, at least that makes it clear Longlai's in some deeper shit than we thought. We'll go check with other eyewitnesses, but thanks for cluing us in on the weird stuff. With my best wishes, Mr. Arkwright. If we find or remember something of use, I'll be in touch. We'll go get in touch with our various contacts then. If you would. Mr. Arkwright, if you need help, you have only to ask. Yeah, much appreciated. Strange presence. You know, I did kind of feel something. But does this mean someone else is up to something here? Even if it doesn't, it helps to keep aware of it. It could be related to why Yume's gone missing. Anyway, we need to collect more information for now. Right. Oh, they're just hanging out out there now. We just talk to them. Okay, coordinating the search with the police. I want to talk with the other guy. I'll join the search once I've gotten in touch with everyone I can. You know, there have been a lot of posts going around on Twitter, excited about the newer Trails games, and that comes with a lot of spoilers. And in some of those, in quite a lot of those, they have sort of Judith hanging out as part of like as a part of Van's group. So I kind of had, at that point, I was already kind of convinced that Judith was going to join us as a real party member. And I'm getting more and more convinced that she's gonna stay with us like Katra did. Oh, Van, Judith. Like they also had her as like the poster girl for a couple of games, so for some timelines. So I figured they probably didn't just put her here because she looks cool. Have you found anything on your end? We've been having Seros run around in search mode, but we've had little luck. We were just talking about that, as well as updating the Bracer Guild with our findings. I got some eyewitness testimonies, but it's not enough to go on yet. If I can find a little more, we can look it over. Don't secure a bust, though. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like they have anything yet. We did file a formal request to search for her, though. Between the fog and yesterday's events, I have a very bad feeling about this whole thing. As it happens, Kassan and Gray are out on morning patrol. I did contact them, but... Ah, Kassan's back. No good, Drusilla. I went all the way to the waterfall and found nothing. Oh good, you're here. That makes this easy. Unfortunately, all I can say is that there's no sign of your girl up to the waterfall. You came to that conclusion quickly. Any proof? Oh come on, you know me. I was born and raised in the mountains. There was no trace of anyone else in the mountains but me. I even checked the path on my way back. I saw no sign of a child's footprints or any indicator she was there at all. Naturally, the next step will be to head out to the Eastern Highway. Well, as you heard, Gray's checking the Western Highway for what it's worth. But it doesn't seem like he's found any trace of your girl either. I see. Still, that does limit the number of places she could have gone. If she hasn't been to the waterfall or the highways, then either she's still in town or... We'll continue searching on our end. If she's gone out of town, the situation could get much worse. If she's not near the waterfall or the Western Highway, the alternatives are quite a bit more dangerous. Can't help but worry. Either way, we can't just run around with no clues. We need to get more info to focus our search. For sure, let's keep looking around. Oh, that reminds me, I kinda wanted to check. Can I
Time to
modify?
update this.
Yes. Yeah, I figured these would be post. I'll just do the usual. Something to revive someone if they die, and easy heal. Actually, I should probably give her a Telos, and then something something useful. Crit up. I don't want that. Here's all KOs that it just takes way too much MP. Where he has lost Mobius and all that stuff. I think I'm just gonna keep Terra. I guess it...
Switching to maintenance mode. That's a single element slot.
That's like Time Quartz would have been good there. Or, sorry, Mirage. Police! Longlai Station. Alright, doesn't the Transcontinental Railroad pass through here? Oh, I thought... Never mind. I really doubt Yume boarded the train alone, but still. Yeah, that said, it never hurts to ask. It is morning, and it's plenty possible that the fog is disrupting the train schedules, but it still doesn't hurt. Ben and Judith talked to the station staff and discovered that, as they thought, the fog had reduced the train traffic. With few passengers, the staff could say confidently that no one matching Yume's description had passed the ticket gate. Our girl is pretty recognizable. If she'd passed the ticket gate, someone would have noticed, I think. The buses probably aren't running yet either. Yeah, this is just a hunch, but... I bet she wouldn't go outside the range of this fog. Huh? What is that?
Why, it's you. Enjoying a romantic rendezvous in the early morning
Okay,
fog.
never mind. It's definitely French. Rendezvous. He says it like that. Oh, so I guess this fog shows up during the day too, huh? Wait, you know her? Nah, just someone I ran into last night. I must say, I don't believe this beauty is part of your business trip, is she? Clearly you're a man of high standards. Let's see, maybe I should read it again. I must say, I don't believe this beauty is part of your business trip, is she? Clearly you are a man of high standards. Do I recognize you from somewhere, miss? Do you? And I mean, you're pretty lovely yourself. That kimono is great. Your hair really goes well with the ensemble too. Do you work with clothes? Oh no. This is a hobby, not work. My normal outfits are far stuffier than this. Now, if I may pry, you both seem troubled. Might I ask what's troubling you? Well, yeah, as it happens, I'm just like mixing Spanish and French accents at this point. Aha! I think I know the girl. About 6 or 7 years old. She had her hair up in an adorable ponytail. That's her, alright. Did you see her somewhere recently? As it happens, I caught a glimpse of her as I'd finished checking out of my lodgings about an hour ago. She seemed to be having fun, sniffing about the spring source by the riverside. I was going to approach her, a little girl like that, out on her own on a foggy morning. However, she was with a somewhat older boy who seemed a decent sort, so I assumed he could be trusted. Okay, then who was the boy? It was Senri, I believe. You may have met him, the boy who's working as a guide? I recall he spends his time around the souvenir shop. Perhaps you should check there. Much as I'd be delighted to help you further, it seems my train... God, I don't like how that came out. Much as I'd be delighted to help you further, it seems my train's just arrived. Do forgive me, What? Tch. Thank you for your patience. The Edith-bound passenger train will be arriving momentarily. Due to the fog, the number of departures has been reduced. We advise passengers to ensure you board... Now, you'd best be off to find your girl. Who knows what sort of pedo she could get into on a day such as this. This is Longlai Station. Longlai Station. This train will be stopping here for 10 minutes. All passengers. That was a scary lady. Worst of all, she didn't feel any need to hide it. Either way, we can just ignore that little question for now. Let's go over to the souvenir shop. We gotta catch that guide kid. Of course. Come on, let's hurry. Van, Judith, have you found anything? We checked to see if the temple had seen any sign of Yume. We got a bit to go on. Can't say it's all that solid yet. I guess I went the wrong way. We need a little more. You got anything on your end? Well, we can say for sure that she didn't come to the temple. We hit up the other attendees too. Yes, it seems a girl likely to be your child was sighted early in the morning. I fear that information is now 20 minutes old. Damn, could be that. She could have left town then. That would be bad. Even so, knowing what she did after could be critical. We can't run around like headless chickens. We need a clear picture of what happened. If we discover anything more, we'll be sure to contact you. May the Heavenly Mother guide us all. Yeah, thanks. Oh, there you are. Great, I was looking for you. That girl you've been looking for, Yume. I saw her alone a little while ago, and I was wondering if she was okay. Are you searching for her too? Yeah, our group split up to look for her. I heard you talked to her for a bit. Any idea where she went? Well, she was wandering around. Curious could be. I talked to her for a bit, and then she just took off. She was staring at all the things around town like it was all special. It was hard to follow her. She seemed different, kinda. Then I looked away for one hot second, and she somehow disappeared. I'm so sorry I lost her. Did you notice anything else? When did you see her? I wasn't watching the clock, so I'm not sure exactly, but it was right as I started cleaning, so it would have been about an hour ago. Oh, I don't know if it's any help, but she was carrying a Fantuan around with her. What? She must have bought it from the stand over there, but she was staring at it like she didn't even know what it was while walking around. That's odd. She was with us when we went by the stand that sell Fantuan yesterday. Sure, but I mean, kids are like that, right? Maybe. Still think we should keep that in mind. She got possessed or something? Also, you're sure nothing else stood out? Anything, no matter how small. Well, her eyes were glowing creepily. And they were a different color. Well, she seemed to be weirdly focused on the Ishikal Mountains to the south. That's where the fog's rolling in from, so I can understand why she was kinda interested in it. But it was still weird. I told her that the mountains are off limits right now. She just smiled and disappeared soon after. Does sound like Yume wasn't acting the way she normally does. We need a little more info to compare this to. Anyway, thanks a bunch. This might be real valuable. Yeah, of course. I'm just glad to have helped. If I find her, I'll let you know right away. Okay, that's enough info gathering. Doubt we'll learn anything new here. I still have no clue why she's acting like this, though. Maybe it'll all start making sense once we put our heads together. Let's call the others. We can all meet up at the hotel and start hashing this out. Okay. Actually, I think I need to head to the restroom. Give me a second, we'll take a short break, and then we'll continue. Okay. I'll be right back.
Well...
Well...
Okay. Give me a second just to check something. Let's move this a bit. For the shuffling microphone sounds. Okay. Discuss with the group. Okay, we've hit up everyone we could ask. I think at this point we can pin down Yume's movements. The info seems like kind of a mess to me. You've got an idea, right, Van? Yep, from what the Temple and Senri said, it's been a while since Yume was last seen. The Tourism Bureau and the Guild were looking into the buildings a child could hide in. However, we were just updated, and they found no sign of her. So she must have left town. We had the Guild check outside town. From what we've gathered, she at least hasn't gone to the waterfall or down the Western Highway. No sign of her at the station either, so she didn't hop on the train. The other possibility at this point would have to be the Eastern Highway. Or South. I guess the other bracer was looking. And she was looking over here, the mountain road that leads into the Ishkal Mountains. Holy, the brat headed out there alone? For the fog is at its worst too. From what Senri said, you must seem to be somehow focused on it. Yeah, we can't say why at the moment, but it's our best lead. If that is true, we need to be ready for anything. However, for Yume's sake, we also need to depart as soon as possible. Yeah. Pan? There's just something bothering me. Oh, right, your custom holo stopped working, right? Wait, that means... Normally you wouldn't think there'd be a connection. Hard to believe it's a coincidence, though. Did Mare possess you? Ah, Van, look! It's not as strong a reaction as other times, but... Yes, it seems to be vibrating, if only slightly. Could it be a kind of low power mode? It's quite common on more modern orbments. But this is related to Yume's disappearance. Considering everything we've seen to date, we'd better keep it in mind. Hey, what is that? I think we're all in agreement, at least. Let's get going after her. Wait, why are you... I'm already part of this. Did you really think I'd just say, oh, sorry, good luck in your mountain hell? Sorry, good luck out in mountain hell? I mean, I've stuck with you this far. Why would I go dirtling off now? Dirtling? I don't think I've ever read that word. But honestly, if I've got the power to involve myself... Sorry, and honestly, I've got the power to involve myself. I can't just turn a blind eye to this. Huh, pretty badass of you. Okay then, let's see what a proud principal thief, or, you know, a kinkster can do for us, huh? What do you have to go and throw the kinkster bit in there? You just watch. Fine. It would be very reassuring to have you with us, Judith. Anyway, if we're ready, we should get going. Let's make sure we're properly equipped, however. Yeah, there's no guessing what we might find out there. Load up for bear, everyone. Load up for bear. That's an interesting way to put it. Should I go buy new stuff from the shop? I feel like at this point I should.
Take as long as you need.
Yeah, screw it, why not? Now, this part I'm not sure if I should bother with. Everyone can use this. And these ones are specific to characters. I'd be dropping so much defense. But also arts damage and speed would be nice to have. I guess Judith's weapon is not sold here. This will honestly not be a bad alternative for Judith's. I'd honestly rather take it. This reduces her speed. I don't like that. And the arts damage upgrade isn't even that significant. This is just an upgrade, so why not? Just an upgrade. Just an upgrade. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What do you mean that Catra's shoes are already faster? And I guess for mobility, I guess I shouldn't even bother.
I'll be waiting for you. Take as long as you
Wait,
need.
let me just check real quick. Does it even give us better defense? No, it's just arch resistance. I guess that is defense, in a matter of speaking. I feel like
I'll
that's
be
worth
waiting
it.
for you.
Okay. I could upgrade stuff, right?
Take as long as you need.
Like I'm going crazy.
I'll be waiting for you. Take as long as you need.
Where did I upgrade Van's weapons? I don't remember what shop has that kind of thing. Now, speaking of, can I get the... Yeah, I should be able to get this, right? Or I guess not. I think...
I'll be waiting for you. Alrighty.
I think Aaron has both of those equipped. The two that I'm missing. At least one of them. What was the other one? And I never equipped any accessories to Catra.
Take as long as you need. I'll be waiting for you.
I'm so glad that Yuma is this patient. Let's see. This is all like crit stuff, right? Crit, accuracy, and speed. Yeah, let's give that to Aaron. We've already been sort of building him up for crit anyway. And, what do you want, Van? It would be nice to make him accurate. I'm just gonna give him some stuff that increases Heart's attack. Coins? Isn't there a bigger increase somewhere? Blue metal. Something that gives some speed might also be welcome. We got the watches, but let's give him this then. Okay, now if I could only figure out where to upgrade our equipment.
Take as long as you need.
Ah, there. They also sell all the stuff that I'm not using. I'm gonna keep this one because... Well, I guess it doesn't even give anything other than more arts damage. Yeah, fine, I'll sell it. Customize... Yeah, whatever else has equipped. And we got the U material, might as well use it.
I'll be waiting for you.
Alright. And just make things a bit easier for ourselves. Man, these games are so long. I don't realize that I'm playing it on my own, but 64 hours, huh? But I guess I have been stopping to read all the dialogue out loud. This way leads up to the mountains. It looks very scenic, but it's still a little littered with monsters. If you merely did come up here alone, then we've got no time for talking. Let's get a move on. The police and the guild have promised to inform us if they learn of anything. You're still good with helping us with this, right?
Of course. If we ever need to split up to cover more ground, then the more people we have, the better. I can pull my weight in battle if we run up against any tough monsters, too. Heck, even if it takes me getting into costume again. That's what I'll do.
Then we're counting on you. Can't wait to see this 10 up close.
Can you not look at me with those lust-filled eyes?
Lust-filled eyes! Let's get moving. So does she power up when she puts on the costume? Like, I'm not clear on that. I guess she does. We're counting on Theo and Sarah's support too. Set your sensor sensitivity to maximum. Following Yuma's trail is top priority. Understood. Oh, okay, it's sure enough a power up. Go, Primcat. Go, Gadget. Additional elemental damage is then added to her normal attacks and craft. Does that make it... No, I guess you can do it all the time, while Van can only transform into Grendel for specific fights. What the fuck are these things?
Proud, aren't you?
I guess I should try her out now.
It's showtime!
Ow. We got some nice range.
You've got a charge attack ready.
Was that a claw?
Well, that's that. Time to gather some data.
It sure is.
Finish the job.
Initiating attack. Initiating skill.
Have some more.
You know what to do, Anya?
Have some more.
I can live with this. You were a great
Oh no, there are more of these worms here. Please don't Earth Shaker me.
We can win right now.
Initiating attack.
I didn't even break a sweat.
You sure showed them, Judith. Now, let's make the first move.
Initiating attack. Initiating skill.
You're not getting away. I didn't even break a
There's
sweat.
Lung Lai.
That was just perfect.
We sure have walked a long way.
Damn, how the hell did that little squirt get this far in?
It's the fish again.
Careful. I sense an incredible aura.
I sense a fish.
Initiating attack.
Is it just a single hit? Okay.
Bet this'll sting.
Side attack. Ass crit.
Come at me.
I just wanted to see the move.
Have some more.
They're stuck.
A chance.
Activating skill.
Sucker.
Anya's just does so much damage. Oh wait, actually Furry isn't that bad now that I boosted. Now that I equipped her with something a bit better.
Your turn, Judith.
Maybe it just happens to be the enemy we're fighting. It just takes more from
Activating skill.
specific characters. I don't know.
What'd you expect?
Some of the variance in those damage numbers doesn't make much sense to me.
Starting battle. You've got a charge attack ready.
The help was much appreciated. Now, let's get the first move. There.
Well, that's that. Time to gather some data.
I sense treasure down here. I really wonder what the deal with her is. Like, what's with the... One thing is being a phantom thief, I guess. What's with the getup? Why is it a power-up transformation?
Let's finish the job.
Like, does she just happen to have a Genesis on her? Like, she kind of reacted weirdly to seeing Agnes holding it out. I don't remember if they explained what they were up to her.
Want to clear him out?
Let's finish the job.
Okay, that's a lot of enemies. Actually, I'm kind of curious.
How I floor with them.
Initiating skill.
Let's pretty this scene up.
Nah, she does transform.
I hope you're ready.
Cute.
Here's the climax.
I was kind of wondering, does she just stay in her regular outfit?
Boost gauge expanded.
Nice. One of them, one of them escaped the fight.
That to be the star of the show, eh, Judith?
Fear. Interesting.
Yes, always prevails.
She kind of likes the cringe heroic lines, huh? But yeah, maybe she does have like a Genesis or something lying around. I mean, the one that Agnes has did react when she first showed up. Looks like there'd be something here. Or just a little mid-boss.
Deploying charge.
I kind of don't even feel like fighting these things. Can I just delete them? Now let me do it again. Fuck.
My move now.
I mean, the thing we're using now is made for just spamming S-crafts anyway. It's the last of them, but... Try to stay calm, we've only just started searching. Still, there's evidence on the ground that she has been this way. We've got a bunch of tiny footprints making their way up the mountain. Really? Affirmative. These footprints are an exact match with those of Yume. Heroes has also found her scent. She appears to be proceeding up the mountain in a skipping state. You even know when she's skipping? But why? This just keeps making less and less sense. It figures this would react now. Do you think that it relates to Yume in some way? To Yume in some way? I think it's more to do with this issue, to be honest. Looks like we're getting closer by the minute. So that and our kiddo acting weird could be related, huh? Indeed. Could this involve the Sypha's resonance in some way? You've kind of lost me, but this means we're going in the right direction, right? There's no time to waste. Yeah, you're right. Let's keep going. What was that?
Okay, on to the next.
You're quite tenacious, Miss Lanster. And not to mention captivating.
Even the girls want her.
Agreed. You were really beautiful in golden blood, too.
I was? I mean, of course I was. If only everyone was so easy to please.
I like the highlight on her hair. A little part that's more that's lighter than the rest of it of her haircut.
Ooh, a treasure chest! An enemy mob. Wanna clear him out?
Let's get to work.
We're not done yet.
Ow.
You've got a charge attack ready.
Ow. I'm gonna beat up.
Got this in the bag.
Sucker.
Maybe we should switch to Van.
Activating skill.
No! Yes! There! Yeah! Here's some extra.
A chance.
Gotcha.
Get him some CP.
That's how it goes.
I did it!
Speaking of, there was something I wanted to check. But I kind of forgot. Let's see. Oh yeah. This holo core should have leveled up a little bit. Oh, look at that S-craft recovery time. Wasn't it like 30 or 60? I don't remember. It was lower when I first picked it up, right? We also have a quartz that reduces the delay after using an S-craft. Buff removal sounds really nice. And just skip the birds.
I smell treasure.
Hit 3. What? That was a bit weird. I guess I left their aggro range or something. That was because I opened that pressure chest.
Initiating skill. Boost gauge expand.
Activating skill.
Here goes. I can live with this. You were a great help, Anyas. Watch out. That enemy looks strong.
Watch out, fish. Ow. Ow. Hey, my ass beat. Help. I just wanted CP.
Hit him fast, Fairy.
some more.
Judith!
Energy output maximum.
I don't think about it. It actually takes so much.
Initiating skill.
A chance!
Activating skill.
It takes so much CP to do the remove debuff move.
There we go!
Hit him fast, Fairy.
Have some more.
A chance!
Activating skill.
Here's some extra.
Now or never.
How much does this take?
Energy output maximum.
Oh, only 50?
You'll never get it. There's nothing I can't sweat.
She has a magical girl transformation. And it jiggles.
Energy output maximum. Initiating skill.
You're open!
Oh, that's a lot of added damage, actually. That's pretty huge. Does it get applied to her link attacks? Oh no, that's still sad. Okay.
A boost would work here.
I don't want to give it a turn. Oh, she loses the transformation. Makes sense.
I'm on.
Oh no.
How kick you all to the curb?
Hey, that one felt pretty good.
Great work, kiddo.
Where's the treasure? Is it just on a higher part of the map? Maybe it's that over there.
We've got a charge attack ready.
Got this in the bag.
Initiating skill.
There we go! Perfect chance!
A boost would work here. Activating skill.
You're toast! Yes!
Activating skill.
Gotcha.
A chance.
Have some more.
Nice.
That looks like
That
a
went
nice
great.
chest. You're a true professional, Van. This could get tricky with so many.
How's this? Got ya. Deploying charge. Now, how I perform with
Initiating.
them.
Boost gauge
There's
expand.
some Van.
You're open!
I think that's more HP than I realized.
Here goes. Great.
Perfect chance!
He gets to act before the enemy.
There we go!
That's kind of fucked up.
Yes!
Activating skill.
Gotcha.
Then! There we go! We're down!
Hit him fast, Fairy.
Activating skill.
There we go!
It's a shame that Van is the one that
What'd you expect?
that has access to Mare. Because I would like to give him the squarts more often, actually. Because I already have him built up as the S-Craft guy.
You made footprints detected.
Yeah, this looks like the way forward. I'm gonna have to detour to get more treasure.
Good job, you two. Let's go follow the trail.
Initiating attack.
Perfect chance!
Activating skill. Boost gauge limit broken.
There we go!
I'm not a star for nothing.
Had to be the star of the show, eh, Judith? Let's get to work.
We've got a charge attack ready.
I feel like Judith is gonna break out at Grendel transformation. Whenever I see her do the big attack, it feels more and more like the Grimcat transformation. It's just
Now, let's finish the job.
a smaller version of Van's Grendel.
There's another.
There's some level ups though. We're probably
Justice always prevails.
not getting much at this point.
There. There. There.
We can win Praise Arusha and the flames.
Starting battle. You've got a charge attack ready.
Well then, away we go.
You just get all of these
Looks
guys
like
in
the
one
gang's
place.
all here.
Enemy down. Now to deploy shards.
Keep it. I'll wipe the floor with them.
Initiating.
They flinch.
Boost gauge expanded.
Barry, help me out.
Activating skill.
Gotcha.
A chance!
Activating skill.
Have some more. A chance.
Have some more.
Nice. That went great.
You kicked butt, man!
There.
Let's keep moving ahead.
Now, let's finish the job.
Initiating attack.
Bet this'll sting.
Energy output
I
initiating.
kind of wish pressing this would just
Boost
automatically
gauge expanded.
give me the boost I need.
Sucker.
Praise Arusha and the
Okay,
flames.
more treasure
You
over
did
here.
perfect, Fairy.
Be careful. That thing looks mean.
Let's get to work.
You've got a charge attack ready.
Get the jump. We act now.
Initiating attack.
Bet this'll sting.
Initiating skill.
Criminal.
A chance!
I'm starting to think that attacking with her in her normal state is kind of a waste.
Activating skill.
Here! Perfect chance! This'll hurt!
Hit him fast, Fairy.
Here's Guardian Blade! Slice him up! Bam!
This'll hurt.
I thought I could get behind them, but yeah, I guess they're kind of blocking the way. I see the circle under.
All out!
I was gonna say feet. The circle under them.
Your turn, Judith.
Kill one of them. It's the one that's stunned though. I was gonna release and kill it normally.
We're not done yet!
Okay, stunned it.
Get the jump. We act now.
Initiating attack.
I didn't even break a sweat.
You sure showed them, Judith.
Probably getting 1000 XP from the big enemies. This is a bit of a shame.
You've got a charge attack ready. Initiating attack. Initiating skill.
Have some more.
You know what to do, Anya.
You're open! It should be safe for now.
Nice job, Anya.
Man, I'm so bad at dodging that. It's like the last hit tends to have some lag, some ending lag to it that I can't dodge out of.
Now let's get back to business.
It also feels like her R2 move has less symbols than the others.
Now, let's make the first move!
Got this in the back. They flinched.
Initiating skill.
Have some more!
Barret, help me out!
A boost would work here.
This'll hurt!
Activating skill.
There you are.
A chance! It's over! All you, Agnes!
Activating skill.
Oh no.
Judith!
Well, they didn't counterattack, so whatever.
I'm not a star for nothing.
We cleaned up that area, so let's keep going. Fully expect another little fight.
There she is!
That was quick.
Thank goodness.
She looks unharmed, too. What a relief.
Oh, hip and a scup away.
She has no idea
Wait, what?
just how worried she's at us.
Is it a hip and a scup? A hop and a skip.
That certainly looks like her, but
Something's not right.
Oh no, it's blue dialogue?
I'm starting to get used to this body. We must have a high affinity after all.
That's Mare.
Perhaps she's...
Stop right there.
Oh, so this time you came to me instead of me coming to you, huh?
Yume? No. Something about what she said makes me think.
My bad feeling was right on the mark, huh?
It's you, isn't it? Mare.
It sure is! I'd be more surprised if you didn't figure it out after I left that many clues.
Was it Mare slash human?
That's right. It's me, Mare. I'm just borrowing this little one's body for a while.
This is gonna be a regular occurrence?
This is my first time trying something like this, so I wasn't sure it was going to work. But we seem to be a perfect match for each other, so I can move however I want.
You're haunting her! Or more like you possessed her!
So it seems. I don't know how this is even possible, but we can't deny what's in front of our eyes. All I can guess is that she performed a kind of biological hacking using the Zypha's resonance feature.
What the? Is that even possible?
I wouldn't rule the possibility out. Still, much like the Grendel, it would rely on technology far beyond what we currently have.
Right. And I'm guessing it was made possible by...
Well, we can have this conversation later. Right now, you need to give Yumes her body back. You belong in here.
I mean, I could do that, but you don't need to be so bossy about it.
Oh no, she's a brat.
This is my first time getting to experience the real world. What's wrong with me having a little fun? I bet that maid over there understands how I'm feeling better than the rest of you.
Certainly,
Reset.
Either way, regardless of how you did it, let me get this straight. The very thing I saw in the hotel's taking control of that girl's body, right? It's all very well and good that you're having fun, but you shouldn't be having it if it's causing trouble for other people. So unless you want a good spanking, you give that body back right now.
Are they gonna be spanking Yumes?
Judith.
Yeah, she's right. And what are you going to do if I say no?
If that's how you want to play, I'll make you give it back.
I knew you'd do that.
What the?
Come on!
Figures should be able to use shards like a pro.
Right, because she's able to rely on Van Zypha and a Genesis.
given how she is able to control the Grendel, she may be more proficient with shards than even I am.
I've always wanted to try playing tag, or whatever you call it. Here, kitty kitty. Catch me if you can.
Then where do you think you're going?
We've got to go after them.
Right. Agnes, Katra, you two follow on after us.
Right.
Please, do what you can for Yume.
The chase is on!
Or she's permanently like this now. Sorry. Sorry, Aaron. I need one person to shield, and I like Perry better than you.
We need to clear these things out and fast.
Actually, we don't. I'm just doing it for no reason.
I'll tear them apart.
I just feel like I should murder everything.
Got a charge attack ready.
I need the Sepith. I need the experience.
Well then.
Like, even murdering every single thing in my path, I'm still not able to unlock every slot I want in the side quest.
Initiating skill.
Here's some extra.
Or she sure enough just powered up.
I'm not a star for nothing.
Shall I massage your shoulders, Miss Lanster?
You've got a charge attack ready.
Glad that worked out okay. I can't believe it's possible to use shards with that level of skill.
It's not for normal people. No normal human's capable of that. At this rate. Zeros! Climb up behind me. You're light enough that it won't slow us down.
Okay.
Yeah, that's hype.
Agnes, will you be alright?
Yes, I think so.
Hang tight, Agnes. Don't fall off.
Aren't you way ahead of them? Oh well. Also... Oh, I just realized, I can't see treasure chests anymore. So let me just backtrack and make sure that there isn't one back there. I think it's because Agnes or Katra were the only ones that had Mirage on the extra side of the... What's it called? Of the sci-fi of the orbit thing. That's so worrisome. Or maybe there just aren't treasure chests up in this side of the map. Because they're still kind of part of the party. That's a little strange. And maybe that there just aren't any, actually.
Initiating skill.
I didn't even break a sweat.
That to be the star of the show, eh, Judith?
You've got a charge attack ready.
Next. You picked the wrong guy to fight.
Just stay still already.
You can't catch me! You can't catch me!
I wonder if he's just like that, or if Yume is influencing her in some way. Oh, what? She seems brattier than she was as just regular Mare. How much HP absorb are we talking about? Not much.
A chance for a short list.
Gotcha.
Miss Alfayed!
Activating skill.
You picked the wrong guy to fight.
You kick butt, man.
He's fucking beat up.
Got that one deep.
Let's kill the fish and then
I sense an incredible aura.
find Yumes.
You've got a charge attack ready.
Is the incredible aura just fish smell? Is that what they're calling aura?
Initiating attack.
Why would you revert?
Time to go all out.
Energy output maximum. Initiating skill.
Sucker.
Barry, help me out.
Have some more.
Have some more.
Up to you, Reset.
Activate your skill.
Here's some extra.
Now or never.
Initiating skill.
Have some more.
Finish him, Van. Have some more.
Nice. That went great.
Man, I need to give
prepare
people
some
action
sleep for you,
forts.
Mr.
I just don't
Arkwright?
feel like making them. I keep wanting to open
Time to update this.
open slots. I guess Judith is the only one that has any. Well, the one that has the most left to open. And I don't have enough fire quartz. Whoops. I don't even remember using them for anything. We just get so little from monster encounters. Okay, let's just run ahead.
I can barely keep up when she isn't using any muscle strength at all. That's enough messing around!
Ah! We've got her.
Game's up, kiddo.
Ah.
You've played for long enough.
Finally got you.
Come on! 5 against 1 is no fair! Respect the rules of the game!
We never signed up for your stupid game in the first place.
Now give Yume's body back, please.
No, that one's a fake.
Oh, crud!
How could she make a replica with shards that feels the same as the real thing?
And that's a point for you, Van! The game's not over yet!
Damn it! Give this shit up already!
We still haven't caught her.
Yume! Well, Mare! Please just stop and listen to us! Ugh.
Right. If that's how you want to play it!
And I just canceled my transformation too. Fine. Then I'll do it without.
Damn. We're gonna get the boss though, right? We just had the good, what's it called? The good thing. The good rest point.
Boy, this is tons more fun than I thought it'd be! That economic activity called shopping was fun too! Even if it was a bit, primitive. Dining to sustain your vital functions is probably my favorite part so far, though. Still, I guess I should probably give this body back and go back to how things were before. Oh, but before that, I was really curious about that thing.
Yeah? Curious about what thing? So, you are some kind of spirit.
No human can move like that!
That you knew of, but this one can. You're an intriguing little possessor. Is your host a customer at the Springs, then?
Silvery woman.
So, just what is it that's caught your interest up ahead?
That's enough of that.
Who is she?
I don't know. But we owe her one for finally catching her.
Do we?
Damn.
So, who are you? That's some outfit you're wearing.
Rich to comment on my clothes, considering how you were dressed earlier.
A Tachi wielder, huh?
Taking a not-so-wild stab in the dark here. You're this child's guardian of sorts. I'm not going to hurt her. You're more than welcome to take her home with you. I'd be happy to perform an exorcism here and now if you want me to, too. You see, that's another one of my specialties.
Wait! Please, don't you do anything to her!
We're fine, thanks. She's gonna need telling off, but we can handle that ourselves. You're no ordinary chick, are you?
Hell, I get the feeling she's a monster among monsters.
Her Eastern Tachi and cutting-edge fortified suit certainly suggest as much.
I think I like you people.
Ugh!
I know work can't always be fun. I was getting real bored up here. What do you say to a little sparring match against me? Oh, and you can all come at me at once. Seriously, go for it.
Okay, yeah, she's a monster.
Sounds like fun to me.
Agnes, can you look after Yume? All right.
Great. To keep it simple, I'm a Spriggan, and these are my employees from Arkwright Solutions over in the capital.
Oh, we're introducing
I get
ourselves
the
now.
feeling I've heard rumors about you already. But how about you introduce yourself?
Sure, I don't see a problem with that. To also keep it simple, my name is Shizuna Ren Misarugi, and I'm second in command of Ikaruga. I'm also part of the Black God One Blade School. So, you all ready for a fight?
As I feared.
Wait a second. I don't even know what's happening anymore.
I'm lost. What's this about an Ikaruga and a Black God now?
I heard about them back home.
I've never heard of Black God, but that doesn't mean this is the first I've heard of a one-blade school.
There are countless Jaegers competing in the wastelands of the East, but there's one group known to stand above all the rest. Ikaruga, a triple S-level Jaeger Corps led by the Divine Blade of Silver.
Well, you've got the spirit. Now to see if you've got the strength!
I'll take you on.
The Divine Blades are always
Don't
spooky.
disappoint me now.
I don't want to play this. I think I should be fine. Just using
Show me what you've got.
her shield.
Accessing. Initialize.
Now or never.
I don't think she has any buffs right now, so.
Show me what you've got.
Can you target yourself, please?
Going all in.
It's gonna get her turn before.
I suggest we strike now.
Van does. I want to be able to use the White Fairy.
Bring it on.
Wait, that broke my shield. Okay, I guess let's coin bullet. I don't know if she can. That's a lot of health.
Pressure him and move in.
Mr. Arkwright!
Over here. All for you.
I don't know if she can do AoEs, but I'm a little scared. Oh yeah, that's an AoE. That's hitting Fairy.
Silver wing! I won't hold back.
Okay, Fairy's not dead, but almost.
A chance for a shot boost.
Cobalt curtain.
So did that do 2,000 damage, or was that just me? Or rather, 8,000 damage? Everyone took so
Boost
much.
would work here.
Hey, should you be fighting?
Are we frozen? We are. That's fucked up.
Come on, what are you doing?
I'm thinking. Jesus Christ.
You'll never get it. There's nothing I can't swipe. Grimcat, coming your way. It's go time.
Are those hair extensions?
Energy output maximum.
Show me what you've got.
I don't imagine she'll be affected by Bewitched
Initiating
working.
skill.
Twilight kick. Finish him, Van.
Wasn't even a lot of damage. I got hate up, so I think I'm just gonna try to get behind. Oh,
Now it's my turn.
I'm scared.
Take him out.
Initiating
Let's
skill.
pretty this.
Boost gauge expanded.
Sweep him.
She can keep shielding, but rather she can keep a shield up on Van, but I'm scared.
Allowed all the stops.
So I'm thinking, she can.
Flames protect us.
Can I not check what the skills do? Brilliant Halo would revive people, right? Or is it just healing?
What are you doing?
I'm concerned.
Take him out.
Stop bossing me around, please.
Have some more.
Won't give up.
Maybe you should, Fairy. I'm actually gonna pull you out.
Both you now.
I've got this. Pressure him and move in.
He has no fucking CP. I can heal at least.
Satellite cure.
I see vehicle.
A chance.
Okay, we didn't lose our shields this time. It's not entirely. We still got hate, right?
Come on.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Please stop rushing me.
Pressure him and move in.
It's actually faster
Brace yourself.
to use this than you saw the regular attacks.
Run wild. Raging blizzard. I won't let this chance slip by. Don't mind me. Don't mind me.
Pressure him and move in. Reset.
I will be quick. That one stung. Mr. Arkwright.
Oh, I'm frozen. Fuck.
Show me what you've got.
Like how you are.
Zero form.
Wait, that's an AoE? God damn it.
Now or never.
Energy output maximum.
Show me what you've got.
Zyka activate.
Like how you are. That all you got? Like how you are.
Here it comes. Silver wing.
That's far enough.
Okay, at least it
This'll
didn't
do the
cancel her
trick.
move.
I suggest we strike now.
We need help.
I see
Thanks,
vehicle.
pal.
Initiating skill.
I won't let this chance slip by.
What the fuck is Arc Feather? How do I trigger it?
Don't mind me. Show me what you've got. Energy output max. Don't mind me.
Make it count.
Activating skill. Target locked. Mr. Arkwright.
This'll hurt.
I think I'm just gonna start spamming Vandalize Raid. Or actually, let's see. Let me just get Hate up first. And now I'm gonna start spamming it.
Here goes. Brace yourself.
Stop right there! A chance!
Actually, not quite. I just don't want to... I don't want the... Where is this?
I suggest we strike now.
I don't want the hate to wear off too quickly. This is tied to the number of turns I take. Like, this girl is a Grenda boss. What the fuck?
You know what you're doing.
Your turn, Judith.
Energy output maximum.
So if I do Vandalize Raid right away, do I get... Oh yeah, I get my CP back. I see.
Brace yourself. Your turn, Judith. Brace yourself. Your turn, Judith.
Energy output maximum.
Sure, I think I don't need to, like...
Initiating skill.
I don't think I need to get her HP to 0. I think 50% in one of these fights.
Here's the climax. Grim Knight Wall.
Yes, that's what I like.
There you go.
Nice. Moving on up.
Aerial Buster to Raging Buster. Alright.
Oh, I could do better.
Holy hell!
If we can just keep hanging in there.
What?
He does so much damage.
I think I'm at my limit
He
here.
does so much damage.
Good, good. I'm genuinely impressed. I know my master warned me otherwise, but I'd be remiss as a divine blade if I didn't pay respect to your strength.
Crap.
Spirit unification.
What? She's doing the Reen thing.
That's the famous.
That's the master technique used by that new divine blade from the Empire!
Oh, you know him? He's started aiming to perfect his own potential, I believe. This is just my best attempt at replicating his technique.
How does that work? Oh, I can replicate it. Didn't he have like a weird demon inside him that let him do that?
Still, I do find it pretty comfortable to use.
That's bullshit.
Now, will this be enough to get you to start going for broke?
She can't. What is this woman?
That's gotta be the unclouded eye, letting her see things for what they truly are.
Oh, I'm surprised you've heard of it.
Oh, she reads minds too.
Get out of my head!
Do we even stand a chance?
Ugh, I cannot believe you people.
Hmm? What are you doing?
Get a grip already! Have you forgotten why we're even here? Our top priority is rescuing Yume. And since she's probably exhausted from having her body borrowed since last night, she needs to rest.
Ah,
A valid point.
And you. I got a bone to pick with you. You might be really strong and perceptive, but if you're not out to kill us, maybe try reading the room before our minds. Divine Blade? That's sure an awesome sounding title that you're totally not living up to right now.
Well, you got me there.
Okay. She was like, "This is stupid. You're stupid." He was like, "Oh, I guess I am."
I'd written you off as some strange woman with some wackadoo fashion sense, but you really hit the nail on the head. That's some presence. Do you make a living on the stage or something?
Well, it just so happens that I do. And who the hell are you calling strange with a wackadoo fashion sense?
Are we good to wrap this up now?
Looks like we're done fighting either way.
I'm kind of mad that she can just do that. The spirit unification thing. Like, Green having that was some weird thing where he had, like, a demon inside him, basically. A curse or whatever, and he was just using borrowed power. And then there was just something else left over once he was done with it. I guess it's something anyone can do now.
We only came here for a few days of R&R, so we're off to the capital tomorrow. That means we don't care about you and your guys, or what you're doing in the middle of the mountains.
We'll care next game.
Sounds like we're in a good place then. We're not here to fight against tourists from Longlai. Our enemies are intruders who violate the soil of the Konlon Mountains with ill intent. Like our friend over there, for instance.
Damn. Didn't think anyone would notice me. I was gonna murder you all if the opportunity came knocking, but I guess it's not coming.
What a murderous aura.
Do you mean the stink lines? What?
That isn't a shard camouflage.
Not good.
Easy now. I ain't looking for a fight. I'll admit I would have taken an opening if I saw one, but I got to see a hell of a fight, so I'd say I'm satisfied. Almost can't wait until we meet next.
Have we met this guy? Is he the same? No, the Wolfman or the Hairy Man from before was different looking.
Oh, that halberd and armor of yours are clearly something special.
We're just introducing characters left and right now.
Yeah, I was thinking they're bound to be artifacts.
Oh, probably another guy from the gardens. Well, there he was.
You son of a bitch. You're one of them, aren't you?
Wait, are you one of the people who attacked Ida?
Man, that Flame Eater was a fine woman. Real shame she got snuffed out like that.
The
I'm the
Eradicator.
overseer of the Garden of Rust. Arioch, the Eradicator. I'm also working with Almada's Dantes right now, as I'm sure you already caught on to. I hear you guys took real good care of Melchior and Olympia, huh?
Why are you smiling at us like that?
Come on. I already said the fight can wait until next time. Especially since it looks like we got ourselves a few more guests.
They're finally back.
It's the other warriors of Ikaruga.
A real gathering of powerhouses.
You're all from the Regetsu school, yeah? Nice of you to drop by. Well, time to get going. See you around, Spriggan. And you too, Silverblade. Like I said, the real fun will begin at our next playdate. In a joyous carnival of blood and violence, the likes of which the world has never seen.
Oh, could you repeat that? I couldn't hear you.
Wait a damn second!
Oh, before I go, I heard you spitting fire earlier. And it was enough to make me hesitate on killing y'all. Crossing fingers you'll take part in the carnival too.
Spit and fire.
Well, that's not a kind of teleportation I'm used to seeing.
I would assume he used the power of his artifacts, which I suspect are.
Yeah, he might just be the one we were warned about.
I could really do without fans like him.
I'm sure.
Okay, looks like we really are done with fighting for today. And not a moment too soon. I'm about to crash, so if you could hurry up and get the hell out of here, that'd be great.
Such impudence.
No one speaks to our princess.
That voice.
Sure thing, Mr. Arkride. Or is it fine if I call you Van?
I mean, if you want.
Excellent. It was nice meeting the rest of you too. Well then, until next time. Hope you enjoy the rest of your stay.
The monsters on your path back have been slain and will not bother you. Farewell.
Oh, that was nice. And they fly away.
I can't even bring myself to comment.
Regardless, now we can finally get to what we came here for.
Okay, I get it. I'm sorry, okay? This was all my fault.
Almost got everyone killed.
It's all because of me. You almost had to fight a bunch of really dangerous people. I almost put this little one in danger too.
Why did he go to the fucking mountains?
Look who's being so sincere all of a sudden.
Though I think she's done too much to get away with just a sorry.
We're not even the ones you need to apologize to. That said, we can tell that you didn't deliberately set out to cause trouble. You just wanted to know more about the world, and did it without thinking, didn't you?
Well...
I see now.
Still, try not to forget the trouble that you caused Yume. That works for you too, right, Van?
Sure does. Oh, and don't just up and ditch my Zypha out of nowhere. I had to use another hollow, you know.
How could you do that? I'm the only one allowed to. Oh, who am I kidding? I can't complain when it was my fault.
And she feels jealous about it?
Ugh, fine. I get it. I know.
I'm the only one allowed to be in your phone.
I'll give this body back now. Just tell her sorry for me when you get a chance.
I was like, Yume was like aware the entire time.
Mare.
It really does seem like
I
she
must
used the
scream, but I
resonance
have no
phenomenon
mouth.
in some way.
But considering she was able to operate Yume's body remotely, she must be using orbal waves. Or septium veins, even.
Oh, one last thing before you go. We get that you wanted to try a bunch of different things. But why'd you come all the way up here?
Oh, it's because further up the mountains I sensed... Oh, right. It's because further up the mountains I sensed... That might be something to keep in mind going forward. Maybe after the activation of...
Come on. You got the fucking spoiler fields? We can't look at it?
Rebooting Hollow System. Hollow MKESV004 Mare has been restored.
Just had to tease us one last time before she went back, huh?
I don't understand why we couldn't hear some of what she was saying.
Yeah, what was that about? That really threw me for a loop.
We know no more than you do, unfortunately.
Oh! Yume! Oh, morning, everybody!
You feeling pooped at all, kiddo?
Or hungry? Do you hurt anywhere? Nope. I feel fine. Wait, but why are we outside? Wow! It's so pretty out here! Oh, Zeros and View are here too!
Good morning, Yume.
Well, shall we get back to Longlai?
That sounds like a plan to me. We should make sure everyone knows we found her first thing.
And I should probably update my database with all this new information.
Never a dull moment for you, huh?
Maybe, but that goes for you, too. Thanks for all the help. I'll make it up to you sometime.
After returning to Longlai, they contacted everyone who had been helping with the search to let them know Yume was alright. After they had lunch together, they were able to enjoy the remainder of their day in peace, enjoying the springs, massages, and more. You're just one of the party now. Sneaky Katra. That night, they were all invited by the former president to his residence. And there they enjoyed the finest and Far Eastern cuisine, crafted by none other than the head chef of the Hekisanro Inn. Before they knew it, the second day of their stay in Longlai had come to an end. The next morning, they enjoyed a relaxed breakfast before packing their belongings. Many of those they met during their stay came to the truck to bid them farewell. They then departed to Longlai, wishing they could stay a little longer. Bye. Where's Judith? Much like she had done on her way there, Judith planned to call a long-distance cab to take her back to Edith. However, upon Van's group's suggestion, and Yuma's insistence, that she joined them, she eventually gave in and agreed to do so. Oh, I guess she was in the car. She insisted that she would repay them for that debt at some point in her usual stubborn way. But it goes without saying that they were having none of it, not after all she had done for them in the previous day. If she's a party member, I really wonder how it balances out with her acting job. And her Phantom Thief job. And the fact that she's like a high-profile actress just walking around on the streets.
Look! There's the tower! That's right. That means we're almost home.
Are you starting to think of Edith as home, Fairy?
I guess I am. It was nice to get away for a while on our trip, though.
The orbital network connection was a little slow, but the cozy atmosphere and delicious food more than made up for that. Oh, and the springs were relaxing too.
So you did end up sneaking in all on your lonesome, huh? Lame. There's nothing better than hanging out with the boys in a hot bath.
Aaron, shut up.
What are you talking about?
Aaron! As in, roosters?
Let me just screenshot this real quick.
Oh! Grandpa taught me about farm animals! But I didn't see any chickens in the back.
Aaron's just talking nonsense again.
Miss Perfect knows what I'm talking about. Bet you learned all about it in those raunchy gossip mags you like.
Those belong to my friends. Isn't it about time for you to kindly stop talking?
Yes, ma'am.
She can be surprisingly forceful when she wants to be.
Sheesh. We go on a trip and everything, and the youngsters have still got energy to spare.
Oh, we really aren't as bright-eyed and bushy-tailed as we used to be, are we?
Really? I think you two are plenty young yourselves.
I guess. But lately it feels like I always tire out before Nina does. Speaking of, I need to figure out where I'm going to stay tonight.
What about your fancy condo near Treon Tower?
Buzz Raiders paparazzi have been staking it out for a while now. They've even got eyes on Nina's place. It shouldn't be long until they get bored and move on to the next story. But until then, it's a pain in the neck for me.
They'll do whatever it takes to eke out a win over Meld.
Would you like me to find you a secure hotel to stay in during the interim?
You do that for me? Please and thank you. Any chance I could convince you to become my manager?
You flatter me. Unfortunately, I am already on loan to Arkwright Solutions for my employer as it is.
Hey, quit trying to poach my people.
What's wrong?
There is heavier than usual traffic up ahead.
I wonder why. I wonder if something's happening inside the capital.
I've never seen so many cars in my whole life!
What a pain in the ass. How much longer are we gonna be stuck here?
Are the Edith freeways always so busy around this time?
Not usually, no.
It is rush hour right now, but the traffic's almost never this backed up.
Well, it can be if there's been an accident.
Oh, what are we listening to?
The news. I want to see if something happened.
Really? We don't have confirmation yet? Then should we even be reporting on this?
We cut the very beginning of,
I guess people
the
do have a
newscast.
right to know, given that... Oh, wait, are we on?
We have breaking news this evening. Although this information has not yet been confirmed, it is believed that the Northwestern... What did you say? They contacted us? Our apologies. We have been given reason to doubt the veracity of tonight's report. Further details will be delivered in the 7 p.m. broadcast.
The hell was that about?
Huh? What's going on? I don't know. But whatever that was, it didn't sound good.
It's like they got it on air long enough to make it clear that someone's hushing things up.
No, it did not.
Reset, Katra, can you check the net? We might learn something there.
I suppose it's worth a try.
I will check every news site.
Just look up Twitter.
One moment.
Look it up on Twitter. What are they saying on Reddit?
I'll see if Nino or my agency knows what's up.
I'm not getting any service out here.
I'll see if Nino or my agency knows what's up.
Sorry, I'm just accidentally skipping dialogue, so I'm trying to get it back.
I tried reaching out to Ren, but the call's not going through.
That's weird. What's this?
Van, I just sent something your way. You know the drill. Hope all's well with you. Let's go for a drink at Bermonti's again sometime, alright?
Huh. Looks like he sent me another encrypted file through the cloud. I'll need to open it the usual way. Have to save this for later, though.
It looks like access to the Orbital network is being restricted.
And it's not just a problem for Edith. This is a countrywide issue.
Definitely not normal.
You can say that again.
This is stupid. Maybe Heiyue has some way around it.
Do you know what they're talking about, Fairy? No clue. This is all going right over my head.
What's the internet? What's the cloud? Is it raining? A rooster?
Oh, Yume! Thank Adios you're back!
Huh? What's wrong, Mommy?
Welcome home, all of you. I am so relieved to see you're safe.
I wonder if Elaine was really waiting for something to happen.
Is everything alright?
Come on now. This isn't like you.
What happened? Why does everyone look so serious?
An orbital radio? Oh, wait.
Is everyone gathered for the announcement mentioned earlier?
Guess so. Then the official announcement must be coming from...
Van...
Marielle?
Oh, it's you.
Something happened to Dingo?
Wait. What's wrong?
Dingo's... Dingo, he's...
What about him? I did get a message from him earlier.
It's about to start.
Those rumors can't be true, right? That...
Just shut up and listen.
Huh?
Here it comes.
Good evening. Today's 7 p.m. news will begin with an emergency announcement. This announcement is being brought to you by none other than the Presidential Office. We ask that you listen closely. I bring you this emergency announcement from the Presidential Office in Edith's Von Tai district.
Oh,
Intelligent sounding
is
voice.
that...
Hold up a sec. Isn't that the Spec's voice?
Yeah.
As President Grampart is engaged with time-sensitive matters, I, Kincaid, will be speaking on his behalf as his provisional aide. This is an announcement that deeply pains me to make, and one that will be equally painful to hear.
Dingo went... He went to Cray yesterday. He'd found a new lead, you see. One that said the Mafia was going to do something awful.
Before dawn today, in the Vichy County in northwest Calvert. The village of Cray was engulfed in a monumental explosion from an unknown weapon.
That can't mean... I wanted to go and see what he was doing. But the whole area was blocked to traffic, and my editors wouldn't let me go either.
The village and its surroundings were completely annihilated. There are believed to be no survivors.
Oh no!
And what? Just what am I supposed to do?
In light of the circumstances, a presidential executive order has been issued, declaring a state of emergency across the entirety of the Republic of Calvard. We ask that all of you cooperate with local and national authorities and remain calm.
Why did Catra fall to his knees? It was like something personal to him. Okay. The town we visited at the beginning of the game got nuked.
Truly well done. Then I'll update your rank.
Okay, I think that's all the points we're supposed to get.
I'll gladly take that.
Red hair. CP gained when receiving damage multiplied, huh? Maybe we should give that to Van, since I kind of have him as the tank of the group.
That's just about perfect.
He has the hate up skill.
This was inevitable.
Wait. You're not hired? Employee of the month.
I'm Judith Lanster.
Never mind, I guess you are.
You can rest easy, because now you're working with a real pro.
Recruited? I guess we are getting someone every new chapter, huh? I hope this is the last person. The cast is getting too big. Like, honestly, I feel like for group sizes, I think like Lloyd's group, particularly just Ellie, Randy, and oh no, and Tio were like the right size, just the 4-party group. And it's like going up to 6 with Lassie and Noelle was good. I think like 6 party members for a JRPG is also a good number. Might be a better number than 4 actually. But, yeah, we're kind of blowing past it on the first game. I'm a little afraid that they'll go up to 8. Like, I actually thought that for the first game in SC and FC, having just Joshua and Estelle for most of the game and occasionally rotating in a couple other characters, felt like a kind of constrained party in terms of what you could do in fights, but it was also pretty good for story and just the way the dialogue and stuff felt, because you were mostly dealing with these specific characters constantly, and then occasionally whenever you were in a different region where the business of this character intersected, you actually had them in the party and then they went away. Like in these games, we mostly just keep the whole party around. So when they start getting like too large, it's a bit difficult to pay attention to every character and give everyone room to do stuff, which was something that I think the Cold Steel games had a major issue with, because the cast was so huge. Even they sort of try to compartmentalize it a little bit with like the class excursions and stuff that only had like, okay, half the group goes here, half the group goes there, so you don't have to have like the 12 or whatever characters. It felt like constantly in one place. At least this cast, like, they're all pretty colorful. I feel like Catra is the least interesting. Oh no, we're gonna see the town get nuked?
This year's been a good one, hasn't it? We've had a bountiful harvest and the demand's on the up and up.
And it'll keep going up because we have so many new farming techniques for 1209 and beyond. Next year's festival is sure to be better than the last.
I had loads of fun today, but I would have had even more fun if Lashkar was here.
The cat?
Tomorrow's the last day of the festival. Yeah, I heard the car he was riding in broke down in the capital. It'll be okay though. He'll be here tomorrow for sure, so cheer up.
There was also the girl that was from the mechanic shop. Like, we sort of knew her personally. She actually came to town to talk with the workshop lady in Old Town.
Looky here, it's everyone's favorite reporter.
I hope she was still in
While you're
Edith.
walking around town all by your lonesome, why don't you drop by the bar and grab a couple drinks with me? The night's still young.
Remember all these people? They're
I
gone.
really shouldn't.
Now, dear, don't pressure the poor man.
The 2 kids and their cat.
I'm sorry about him. He's just lonely because our daughter couldn't make it in time for the festival.
Oh, wasn't Lashkar the kid that wanted to be a bracer? Did he just get stuck in... Oh, that's a tragic backstory.
I'm not lonely. She said she'd be here tomorrow.
Oh, it's that hot reporter guy. Hello. What's the latest scoop?
Isn't this the lady that wanted to make... No, or the one next to her. The lady that wanted to make the soba noodles?
Perhaps
Oh,
he'd
no.
be kind enough to do another feature on our inn.
It's just the innkeep.
Why don't you stop on by? Drinks around the house.
I was trying to remember who was who.
Trust me, I'd love to. Unfortunately, I've got an early start tomorrow. On second thought, I'll take you up on that offer. I'll be over soon. Save me a table.
Sounds good. We'll see you there.
Our moment is at hand, my fellow countrymen. We shall vanquish the knights and the noblemen, trample the enemy underfoot, and stain the palace floors with their blood.
Fancy seeing you here. I never thought I'd find you casually whistling La Raciones.
It's been some time since we last met, Dingo Brad. Though we did cross paths in Tharbad, albeit briefly. If we exclude that little encounter, I haven't seen you since your days as a mere informant in Messeldorf.
Yeah, and you were still Enrique's second in command back then. I caught wind of your arrival here. I thought the idea was ludicrous at the time, and yet there you stand. So answer me this. What's your game here, Gerard Dantes?
You're a persistent one, I'll give you that. You've been following our trail for a long time now. And lo and behold, your dogged pursuit has finally borne fruit. Congratulations. I shall bestow upon you a reward. One far greater than any Pulitzer.
Let me guess. The sweet release of death, huh?
Well, yes. It truly is a pity. I do sincerely respect your investigative prowess. However, before you meet your demise, I will offer you a glimpse of the end of time.
Is that thing made of shards?
Correct. This is the artifact that Basel professor fell just short of completing. Or rather, this is a substitute for it.
Wait.
It's called an explosive lens, or so I hear. Alas, the professor met an untimely end before he could finalize a formula for the most efficient structure. Though this shard-based replica will suffice, and I can detonate it with my sword. Its destructive capabilities are beyond compare. This little village will be history.
Are you insane? You'll get caught up in the blast too!
Ah, but I have an ace up my sleeve. Teleportation. Still, I'd place my odds of survival at 30%. But the thrill of the gamble is irresistible.
Wait! There are children here. Not even Adios could forgive such a heinous act. Please give these people time to evacuate. I'm begging you.
I'm afraid doing that would defeat the entire point of this experiment. Every living creature is equal in the face of true fear. Demonstrating that is my life's purpose. How fortunate that your camera can now connect to a Zypha, though it will not save you. So why not drop it and fight to the bitter end?
Because I know I can't stop you. But thanks to this, I can pass the torch to those who will.
Burn in the pits of Gehenna! Gerard Dantes!
Such bravado. Now take your final shots and die!
Van. Mario.
Oh, he just atomized. Oh, is this us watching his last moments? Or no, I guess it would only be photographs that we got from that file that he sent us. I think. And they're acting like they saw a video.
I can't believe it. They managed to forcibly detonate the weapon.
This can't be happening.
So they do got nukes. They got inconvenient nukes. But they got nukes.
I see now just how capable he was. He uploaded the footage to the Orbital Network cloud by combining his camera and Zypha to distribute it across rural wireless networks. Had he not done so, the footage would have surely been lost.
Also, a character actually died. Like a named character that we've been talking with the whole game.
He was one of the most irritatingly charming guys I've ever met. He was charismatic as all hell.
I hope they don't just show up later. It's like, oh no, he's fine. Someone, like, came down from the heavens to shield him and then took him away for 2 games.
Everything he did was perfect to a T, but he never let his talents get to his head. He probably knew this would happen, but he still didn't turn back. What was that dumbass thinking?
Someone pulled him out of the grave, gave him a latex suit and a mask, and made him a villain. I hope not.
Van.
He did a lot for me and Nina.
Same for all of us as well. To say nothing of all the people in Cray.
They figure out how to use a nuclear weapon. I thought they weren't able to finish it. Don't think they did. They've had to have pretty... Sorry, they had to have been pretty close to completion, though. They must have been able to bridge the gap with the explosive lens and an artifact. They abandoned the scientific process and relied on brute force to achieve their desired outcome. And they trampled on the wishes of Professor Callaghan all the while. So what are we going to do now? A whole lot of people have access to this video. Unlike it's been released to the public, but yeah, a lot of people have got their hands on it now. Oh, so it's an actual video. Can't believe the CID effectively resorted to blackmailing you just to get access to the video. They could have simply ceased the server it was on and blocked access to it until we provided the password Dingle left with you. Regardless, they didn't leave us with much choice. Now it's in the hands of the armies and police top brass as well as the guild. certain other nations' intelligence agencies and criminal groups have it as well. I asked the Marduk HQ if they have it, but they just said they will get back to me when they have an answer. They are being coy, in other words, so I believe it is safe to assume they have it also. Who doesn't have it at this point? Without putting it out there was the CID's decision alone. I'm thinking there's a higher power at play here, the highest in all of Calvard. Sarañez. Sarañez is the highest power in all of Calvard. Why would the president want it? I don't know, but if he's making a big claim like that, he's probably got some idea of why he would. So there's one thing we can all agree on. We can't let these guys get away with this shit any longer. You got that right. We just need to sniff out their next move. They wouldn't pull a stunt like this without a plan. There's gotta be a follow-up act. Did it fit with that guy in the armor? Sorry, with what that guy in the armor told us?
Like I said, the real fun will begin at our next playdate. In a joyous carnival of blood and violence, the likes of which the world has never seen.
Yes, the tragedy struck right on the night of that very day. It struck on the night of that very day. They must have already been preparing for the attack on Kryl when we met him. Then they better be prepared to pay for it too. It's safe to assume they were fully aware of how everyone would react to this incident. Yeah, they wanted all eyes on them. Must have been what they were after from the word go. They manipulated Professor Callaghan, and when they got what they wanted, they tossed him aside like a used ragdoll. And they proceeded to use his work for the most heinous purpose imaginable, with flagrant disregard for human life. It makes me sick. I still don't know what our best course of action is, but what I do know is that Dingo gave us a request that we can't refuse. He chose to leave that video in our hands, so I'm seeing this thing through. It's the least I can do for him. You guys good with that? Stuff's probably happening under the surface in Edith too. We can start by hitting up the notice boards while we keep our ears to the ground. We gotta figure out what the CID, the guild, and everyone else is up to. Makes sense to me. Now let's put our backs into it. So we managed to make it this far without taking no for an answer. Yeah, she's kind of part of the group now. You do know this ain't got nothing to do with you, right? This ain't got anything to do with you, right? Au contraire, it's got everything to do with me. These are the same bastards who ruined the film festival, and I visited Kryl for film shoots too. Oh, right. Plus, I've already signed a lease for a room in this building. There's the last one. I thought it might have been a yes, but... I wanted a second home for a while, both as a safe haven from the paparazzi, and as a hideout for my, other gig. I mean, hey, I'm not about to turn away help when it comes knocking, but you're, gonna attract a lot of attention out there. Oh, you think I'll be recognized? Not to worry, I'm not third in the line of phantom thieves for nothing. Oh. So, what do you think? Impressive, right? Why did you just put on sunglasses all the time when you wanted to go incognito then? When you had this up your sleeve? Whoa, that's so cool! Sounds like a bargain bin comic book. So that's one of the tools of your trade. I wonder how it works. That'll do. Now you won't get busted the moment you walk out the door. Probably. Okay, gang, let's get to work. Same deal as always. One team inside, one team stays inside and the other goes out. Counting on everyone to do their thing. Chapter 5, The Restless Carnival. Okay, Judith is required party member. Not allowed to have a yes? Oh, never mind. Anya is also a required party member. Let's bring in... I'll bring in my furry characters. Okay, we got Mare back, but which Mare? Let's bring in Mare Law.
I'm Mare, a dedicated custom hollow.
Get up some newer contests to try and get a lead. Everywhere is kind of a mess right now. There's nothing concrete tipping us off to Ace's next move. I don't know what they're planning next, but knowing Gehenna, I'm letting them do it. Okay. Well, that's the start of chapter 5, and we'll pick it up next time on Wednesday. Okay. So I believe now's the time when it starts actually getting important to keep our options balanced for our alignment. We just need a few more points on Chaos to get level 3, and then we'll probably be able to just do whatever we want on the last segment of the game. I don't know if I'll stream all the endings or all those scenarios that we can get, but worst comes to worst, I'll probably just do them on my own to see what happens. But anyway, yeah, we'll keep doing this on Wednesday. Today's already a bit too late. I need to work out and then go to bed early for work. I already wasn't particularly productive this day. But yeah, thanks for everyone that dropped in. Hope to see you next time, and have a good night. Bye-bye.